Welcome back to Jimmy's farm. As you can see, we skipped through all the way from October to January, just to make sure we got some progression. Not much to do during the winter months. We've been checking on the goats. They're nice and healthy. Our alfalfa is growing, pH value good, nitrogen perfect. Not much life in the trees, but most importantly, this is selling month. Where we can start to, we got 31,000 at the moment. Look to, oh, that's left super strength on, nice. Nice realistically pick up our thing, make sure that's turned off. We can pick up our trailer, sell our oats and wheat which we harvested in the autumn, and get some money back into the farm as well, so that'd be quite nice. So in terms of best prices to sell and places to sell, we've got our barley, 6,000 at Agro, and our oat we've got 16,000, and that's Agriland. So we're going to take a trip to Agriland first and foremost and get that sold. Make sure we've hooked up our trailer, and let's get selling our oats. So just going to do a quick sell run. I'll be back with you in a moment. So I managed to get 16.5 for the oats. We're just selling our barley now, making sure we don't get trapped in the sell point. So that's 4,200 and another 1,600. So decent harvest, over 20,000 for our cereal crops this year. Once we get back to the farm, we'll have a look and see what the crop promotion scheme has in store for us, and see what other schemes are available to get some additional money in from the German government, as I destroy my Deutschland again. In terms of crops, I wouldn't mind a bit of cotton harvesting. Obviously generates quite a lot of income. Red beets are not too bad. We'll also assess which fields we want to plant our crops in this year. Limited to our spring crops, but yeah, exciting times. Our fields are all prepped, they've been cultivated, they've been limed. The only thing they need now is some crops put in them and then some fertilizer. So let's have a look and see what we have available to us. So if you've not used it before, red tape mod, going into policies, we get to see where we are with things. So we're currently at tier C, with our, mainly down to our goats. So schemes which we have available to us are natural fertilizing. We don't have any slurry or manure, so we can't do that. Natural grazing. So our goats are currently outside, so let's get some money in from the natural grazing. Reduced bale wrapping, we're not planning to do any wrapping, so yes, we'll accept that scheme as well. Crop promotion scheme, so sugar beets. So a government initiative to promote the growth of sugar beet through financial incentives. You may be provided equipment for the duration of the initiative and receive a financial bonus for each field where you plant a crop. So yeah, sugar beet, that could yield very highly. Set aside, no, we don't want to not plant any of our crops. Brand demo, so I think they're great great cultivator and a great mulcher, so not what we're planning to do on our farm at the moment. And avoid mowing during spring, so no, because we want to harvest we want to mow our alfalfa once again in March to just get some additional money. So what have we got? So we've got part of field 21, but that's very steep. We might keep that one for grass. We've got field 8, which currently has our alfalfa, and that's probably our flattest of our 3 main arable fields. Field 7, that's another contender for sugar beet, but field 6 we probably want to keep that as a cereal crop, so we may go. So if we look at sugar beets planted in March and April. So definitely do that at the early part of spring. Barley February, March. So might do a field of barley. We had oat last year, so we don't want to do that again. What else can we do which would need a cereal header in spring? Long grain rice, no. Oat, no. Sunflowers, no. We need a different header. We could do a field of wheat and a field of barley. So I'm not sure if it's picked up by crop rotation. So we got alfalfa and grass. So 6 and 7, we're kind of free to play with what we want to put in there. So yeah, I think a field of barley and a field of wheat, or a field of barley and 2 fields of sugar beet. Let's go for that. So what we're going to do is move on to February when we can start to seed our crops, and then we can in March we can put our sugar beets in the ground. So let's just move on to February and we'll look to rent our seeder. Just hope and pray for a nice dry month. So, well, say a nice dry month, it's snowing. Oh. Just what we want when we're thinking of putting crops into the ground. So let's have a look when the snow is due to end. So we might sleep in until 3 o'clock and then do a couple of hours of drilling. It's not going to be that good it's not going to be a good time to drill when it's snowing. So let's go to 1500. Also have a, so yes, no longer available, so it's no longer snowing. Let's have a look at our shop and see if there's anything good that takes our fancy. So that spray is not too bad. It doesn't have the weed seeker or the pulse width modulation, so probably want to avoid that. Another Deutschland 7 series. Well, it's not going to be too bad. It's a direct drill as well, so you don't need to cultivate. So that's a good option. It also will do the fertilizing at the same time. So this might be an option to get the bed now as on hire purchase. So we want 2,400 seeds and 3,000 in fertilizer. So how much would that? 10% down, well, 20% down over 5 years will be £859 per month. I definitely think that is a goer. And do we need, in terms of planters, so yeah, these do sugar beets as well, although that's not a direct drill. So when we cut our alfalfa next month, we'll have to cultivate it and then use that. Let's possibly use that planter. So that's looking like the best option. So that's just a sugar beet planter, but that's only 5.4 meters wide, whereas that is 9 meters wide. Certainly get the field done quicker. So yeah, let's get into the Deutschland once again. Let's travel down to the shop and pick up our drill. Probably have to also buy some seeds as well. So yeah, meet you back when we're through the field.
I've always just given up when when things started getting rough, 'cause I'm just not tough enough. But with you I can't seem to give in. I wanna win this time around, 'cause I'm sick of people letting me down. It's like deja vu. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I've always known. With you I'm home, so then why am I so afraid? 'Cause with you there's something more you're worth fighting for. So then why am I so afraid? I've always just let it go, 'cause I'd rather do that than feel this low. But with you I just kind of know that one day you will see the missing part of you, me. I'll be patient as patient can be. It's like deja vu. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I've always known. With you I'm home, so then why am I so afraid? 'Cause with you there's something more you're worth fighting for. So then why am I so afraid? I've been wrong before, even when I was so sure. So now I don't trust myself. Yet with you I can't seem to give in. I wanna win this time around. Yeah, I'm sick of people letting me down. It's like deja vu. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I've always known. With you I'm home, so then why am I so afraid? 'Cause with you there's something more you're worth fighting for. So then why am I so afraid? It's like deja vu. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like I've always known. With you I'm home, so then why am I so afraid? 'Cause with you there's something more you're worth fighting for. So then why am I so afraid?
So just onto the third lap of the headlands now. As you can see, the gulls attacking, chasing the disturbed soil to get their worms, get their food, I suppose. But fantastic mod by Oz. Definitely adds to levels of immersion in the game, and kind of what you would expect as you're planting it, as you're seeding in real life. So yeah, just onto the headlands now, just onto the final lap of the headlands, and then we got the up and downs. I'm hoping that the tram lines might actually come out by themselves with the process of cultivating and then recultivating again while seeding. So yeah, let's hope they come out, but if they're not, then not a problem. We'll look to try and plough this at the end of next harvest, just to improve the yield without having the tram lines in place. I've realised through my complete and utter idiocy, I haven't had any fertiliser to the seed drill. So when we plant the sugar beets, we'll have to rent a fertiliser spreader just to make sure that we're applying the fert to the field. Thinking about rolling, given the amount of extra yield that it potentially gives, I'm probably not going to bother this year. As we start to expand the equipment on the farm, then can look to get a roller and probably a mulcher as well, just to add that extra 2-3%. But yeah, just going to try and finish off this field, and back with you in a moment.
My daddy always had a good running truck, but not as good as his luck when it came to us. He'd come pick me up when I got too drunk. The whole way home, he just drive. He wasn't big on giving advice, but I learned from watching his life. 'Cause a boy doesn't learn from his daddy, from what he tells him, may learn from what he shows. So when it comes to the man I am and how I've grown, all I know is it ain't about what he said, but what he didn't say that set me on the road that I have roamed and has led me home. And it's the reason I'm who I am, is what he didn't know. And he taught me more than he'll ever know. And every year he gets a little more, with a little bit of rust and a little worn, just like the truck he had when I was 4. And I was riding shotgun, he was slamming doors of a Chevy truck like a crash course, and how to fix it when the check engine light was on, how to keep it running with the AC gone, how to take the long way home, and how to just drive. He wasn't big on giving advice, but I learned from watching his life. 'Cause a boy doesn't learn from his daddy, from what he tells him, he learns from what he shows. So when it comes to the man I am and how I've grown, all I know is it ain't about what he said, but what he didn't say that set me on the road that I have roamed and has led me home. And it's the reason I'm who I am, is what he didn't know. He knows I love him, he knows that I'm proud, but the thing he doesn't know is what I figured out. 'Cause a boy doesn't learn from his daddy, from what he tells him, he learns from what he shows. So when it comes to the man I am and how I've grown, all I know is it ain't about what he said, but what he didn't say that set me on the road that I have roamed and has led me home. And it's the reason I'm who I am, is what he didn't know, is what he didn't know, is what he didn't know. Hey, 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 oh, hey, hey, oh.
So just coming to the end of the seeding, and I'm starting to starting to compound my mistake of not adding fertilizer in. As you can see, just off in the distance, quite next to the field, is a stream. And using the red tape mod, you notice it. One of the items in there, if we have a quick look, is one of the policies is water contamination. So prohibits spraying of chemicals, solid fertilizer, slurry, lime, manure, herbicide within a 40-meter buffer zone of water bodies, preventing runoff. So if that's the case, you would expect to see something around the lime that we spread, and then a potential fine which we've had, which I don't think we have had. So we might be safe. what we got. So spray violation 0.0. Next evaluation date is in March. So next month we might get a penalty for spraying for spreading our lime back at the back end of the year. But that's all the seeding, the barley planting done. In our next episode, what we'll look to do is planting our sugar beets in the two fields 7 and 8. Harvest out, do a little bit more mowing on our alfalfa field, and get that hay sold off as well to supplement our income. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do remember to like and subscribe. It really does go a long way. And comment down below if you feel that sugar beets was the right decision. Thank you for joining me. See you again soon. Bye bye.